All right, so the last video we worked on brush elbows and push. This video we're going to work on double upward block, cross wrists, and close. Okay, so we've got three moves, but they're all kind of intertwined together, flow right into each other. So let's go through the double upward block portion. I'll take it little bit by bit. So after we do the push, right now I'm facing the west, right foot's off at the 45-degree angle, facing the northwest, left foot is facing directly to the west. So from here, I'm going to sink back and I want to turn all the way back to the front. So I'm going to turn my hips and bring my left toe in. I want to see if I can get my left toe pointing straight to the front, okay? If you can't get it quite there, that's okay, but we want to have the intention of moving it to the front. So again, from the push, I'm going to sink back, turning the hips, bringing the toe in. Also, as I'm turning the hips and bringing the toe in, my arms are blocking up above my head, okay? So it's called double upward block, both hands blocking above the head. You'll notice this move is a lot like welcome, except that both hands are blocking above the head and except that the left toe is coming all the way in, if you can. One important thing about this is that, again, we end up pigeon-toed for a moment. So when you're pigeon-toed, you want to make sure that you're not splitting the weight evenly. That's going to put a lot of pressure inwardly on the knees. So when we do this, we want to get all the way to the right foot. And then in the next move, we're going to shift all the way to the left foot. Okay? So let's do this one more time, then I'll add in the cross wrists. So after the push, I'm going to sink back, turning to the front, double upward block. When you do this, there's going to be a tendency to want to rise up. As you do this, see if you can stay sunk down low at the same level. Okay? So toe pointing straight ahead, double upward block. Now we're going to do cross wrists. So from here, we're going to act as if we're scooping up water from a deep bowl. So I'm going to shift my weight back to my left foot, scoop up the water from the bowl. I want to cross my wrists at about the time I put my left toe down, my right toe down. This foot is going to be pointing straight to the north, so straight ahead. So I cross my wrist about the time my foot touches the ground, and then I'm going to center my weight and kind of splash all that water that I've scooped up, splash all that water all over my chest. Okay? So let's do those two again. From the push, sink back and turn, double upward block, staying sunk down if you've been sunk down. Toe straight ahead. Shift the weight, cross wrists as if I'm scooping up water from a deep bowl. Toe touches as my wrists cross, centering my weight as I splash myself. Okay? The last little bit is close. So the hands are going to fold flat right down in front of me. Not way down, but right down, I don't know, mid-sternum level. Okay? And then I'm going to scissor my hands straight out ahead of me as if all this water that I've gathered up, as if I'm spreading that water around to everybody else. If you can, you want to see if you can keep the hands straight out in front of you and not spread them out here. Okay? So let's do that again. From the push, opening up, double upward block, toe turns in, shift the weight. Cross wrists as if we're scooping up water from a deep bowl. Wrists cross as I touch down, centering the weight as I splash myself. hands fold flat, and then scissor straight out in front, spreading the water to everybody else. Then, this is really the close part. Elbows are going to drop, which brings the wrists in. Hands settle down, as if I'm pushing energy down into the ground, but not pushing, just letting it settle down. As my hands settle down, my knees, if I've been sunk down, my knees can straighten up until I'm at about Wu Chi height. So I don't want to lock the knees, keep a slight bend in the knees, but I come back up to Wu Chi height, and in fact, I come to the Wu Chi position. All right? Let's do that again. From the push. Sink back, turning to the front. Double upward block. Toe straight ahead. Shift the weight. Cross wrists as if I'm scooping up water from a deep bowl. Toe touches down as my wrists cross, centering my weight as I splash the water all over me. Hands fold flat and scissor straight out ahead of me. Close, elbows drop. Exhaling as the hands settle down. I kind of want to scan through the body as my hands are settling down, returning energy to the earth. Coming back to the Wu Chi position. So if you haven't guessed it, this is pretty much the end of the form. Okay? So let's do it again, and then I'll do it in all four directions, in all the three other directions. Push. Sink back, turning to the front. Double upward block. Toe turns in. Shift the weight. Cross wrists as if you're scooping up water. Wrists cross, gathering up the water and splashing yourself. Another way of looking at this is it's if you're gathering the water inside of you. Hands fold flat. And then from the inside, hands scissor out to spread the water around to everybody else. Close, elbows drop. Exhaling as the hands settle down. Scanning through the body, returning energy to the earth. And we come back to Wu Chi position. Okay? Excellent. Let's go in another direction. So I'm going to move it 90 degrees. So I'll start with the push facing this way. All right. So from the push. Double upward block. Turning to what would be the front. Left toe turns in. Shift the weight. Cross wrists as if I'm scooping up water from a deep bowl. Wrists cross, centering the weight, splashing myself or gathering the water in. Hands fold flat and scissor out to spread the water to everybody else. Close, elbows drop, exhaling as the hands settle down, scanning through the body, returning energy to the earth and coming back up to Wu Chi height. Okay? I'm going to turn 90 degrees. Oh, I'll do the push from here. From the push. Sink back, double upward block. Shift the weight. Cross wrists as if scooping up water. Wrists cross as the toe touches. Gathering the water in or splashing yourself. Hands fold flat, and then scissor out to spread the water around to everybody else. Close, elbows drop, hands settle down, returning energy to the earth, scanning through the body as you come back up to Wu Chi height. And one more 90-degree turn. From the push. Sink back, turning, double upward block. Shift, cross wrists. Wrists cross as the toe touches down, gathering up the water, splashing yourself or gathering the water in, and then projecting the water out or splashing everybody else. Elbows drop, exhaling as the hands settle down, scanning through the body, returning energy to the earth. Back to the Wu Chi position. Okay? So officially, that is the last movement of the form, and you can absolutely end the form here. If you do, I would suggest going through this little checklist that we do whenever we get into the Wu Chi position of, hopefully while you've gone through the form, you're in this nice, calm, peaceful place, but then also checking in on alignment, making any adjustments you need to, checking in on balance, release tension down into the ground, and opening up awareness. Okay? So you can absolutely end here. However, I'm going to do one more video that's going to show an option that's called Cover the Dantian, which is another way of ending the form. Although it's not super traditional, it's something that I learned that was changed while I was learning the form. And so most of the time in the class, I'll end with Cover the Dantian. Next video.